It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Jets and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Detroit Lions. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. KJ Hamler returning it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. That is caught by Laporta. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first carry now. This is Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Hooker now off play action. This to Laporta, right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. From 21 yards away. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point, was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Up to the 20.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Here's Howell. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Returning it, here's Hamler. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Nick Herbig there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd and 9 here. Here's Hooker to throw it. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ballgame.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing. Hooker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Howell. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
That puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Here's Griffin on the catch. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Goes right back to him. It's Griffin again. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Here's Hooker. To Patterson, who brings it in across the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here we go with Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And Howe will throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Townsend. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Benson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that
well, the defense, they get to Howell. They'll go down here. Aiden Hutchinson make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Howell. And the pressure gets to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Williams loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills,
yep.
And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. New York set to take the field. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Hooker on 1st down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 45 yards. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Howell now to throw it. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Cook up the gut. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball.
Oh, Howell loses it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hamler now on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Hooker now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. John Franklin Myers able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Hooker now on 2nd down. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. That's good for 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Williams again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. New York ready to go again offensively. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Caught. It's Wilson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing here, Howell. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Howell. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down. Howell now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Howell, and this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead tried to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals, as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. In the late afternoon games, one of the best of the bunch will be at Soldier Field in Chicago, where it'll be the Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be the one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. We got an excellent first half from the man from Tennessee. That's Hendon Hooker. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Howell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down, Jets.
Now they go play action with Howell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Barnes came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Howell. And his throw here's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Hooker now off play action. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Fights through him and just shedding him off there. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Lions are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fielded at about the 28. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I, have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And New York set to take the field. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
On second down, Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. This pass caught by Hamler. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Hooker. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hooker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Here's Hooker. They'll roll him out right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Hooker. Finds Gibbs on a check down. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. And Howell will throw it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. So out now come the Lions. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go 400? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. The busy night continues for Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing. Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Howell now to throw it. Room past the 35. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
First down, New York.
Now Howell. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 16. And the defense, they get to Howell. They'll go down here. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Williams. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 5. A toss out right to Gibbs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and 4. Here's Hooker to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Howell, caught by Wilson. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Throwing here, Howell. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Detroit, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.